Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are ready for another video tutorial, or just you ready to chill and watch the crafting begin. So today I'm going to be making something for my classroom. So if you've seen previous videos of mine, I did letter cards for our wall. And so now I'm going to redo those and then add a different design and a different twist to them. If you have not seen that video, please scroll back into my videos and take a look. But let's get into it. So first things first, the last time I had paper design. So the background was paper. This time I'm going to offset it with the composition. So we're going to go to elements. We're going to hit composition. And so then I'm going to use this as a basis. Of course, there's many other colors I could use. I'm going to play with it and see which one I like the best. Because low-key, the pink is cute. Like, it's kind of hard not to do pink. But black is timeless and, you know. So we're just going to leave that alone for now. Then I'm going to use the black. And so I'm going to make it my background image. So set image as background. There we go. Now I'm going to overlap it with the paper. Let's see. Is this paper? This paper is cool. And we're just going to move it like that. So I'm just going to make sure it's centered. So we're going to go position. Since center is blurred out, that means it's already in a good spot. Now I'm going to use this one, and I could duplicate it 26 times, but because again, this is going to be letters, so I'm going to possibly do one at a time, because if I do 26 duplicates at a time, it might, yeah. So I'm going to put everything I need in the one spot and then go from there. So let's go back into elements. So with this, I wanted to do the letter itself and then ASL. So kids are learning different ways to know their letters. So first things first, we're going to go to text, heading. You can do this way, or you can go into elements. I'm going to leave that there. You can go into elements, and then we can hit A, like so. And then as you can see, there's many different types of A's. I could use that one, which is cute, and I can change the color to this. So this is an idea because it is super cute and the color is changeable. But I also need lowercase and capital. So if I don't have a matching lowercase to this capital letter, it's not going to work for me very well. Unless I say lowercase letter. But then doing that, it takes some time. So we have this. But I feel like that is super plain and I don't want to do that. So let me see. Like, as you can see, I can change the colors. But we're going to use the heading for now. And then I'm going to type in A and then a lowercase a. So now with this, I'm going to change my font. I have like a schoolhouse type of font that we're going to use. It kind of matches the kids' aesthetics. No, not that one. There we go. And again, if you are not aware, some of these I paid for, not paid for. Some of these are paid for if you have the Canva Pro. And then some of the fonts I downloaded myself. And then some of these are free if you do not have a paid subscription. So we're just going to move it where it looks even. So now I'm going to say position, centering it is okay. Now let's go to effects, because as you can see, I can outline it. And then here I can change the color. So we can make it purple or pink or blue. Well, that's not blue, but we get where I'm going with this, right? Okay, so far we're just gonna leave it this color. So then even if I have it in the position that I want it in, let me see, like so. We're gonna leave it there. And then now I'm going to bring in, I could make this bigger. Oh no, not that big. Let's put that back. Okay. So I would have hoped it to be bigger than that, but for safety and space, I'm going to leave it the way it is, because I'm going to add the ASL hand movements along with it, so that way there's space on the page. So let's make sure we got this positioned. And now we're going to go back in the elements, and then we're going to say ASL. And as you can see, some of the hand movements have came up. I, for one, do not know all of them. I can show some of them on, I can do it, but I do not know all of them by heart sometimes. So yes, I do have a chart next to me to make sure I'm putting the right letters, because I don't want to offend nobody or make anybody feel like I wasn't paying attention. So now we're going to look for the letter A. Let's see. There are sometimes I've done ASL, like just spelling my name or spelling the alphabet, and I've noticed there's letters that kind of look similar, or I get them mixed up. I think it's like the N and the N and the M and yeah, I get them mixed up all the time. So I mean, it's a good practice. There we go. So now we have the A, and we're going to use the color one. And we're just going to position that right there. So now when I go to duplicate this, I don't need to change anything else on this page except for the hand and the letters. And then I can also change the colors if I want to. So let's add. Oh, we're going to duplicate that. So now we're going to tap it, double tap. We're going to hit B. And now we're going to find letter B. So now we're going to change that. And we're just going to keep plugging it in that way. Then we have B. I'm going to make this a little bigger. There we go. Let's make sure that's centered. So position, center. Let's make sure this is centered. All right. I just want to make sure everything's aligned before moving forward. So that way I know when doing the rest of them, they're already in position and there's nothing I got to go back and fix. So now we're just going to keep duplicating. And again, double tap. There we go. If you're unsure, remember, hit those three dots. Hit position. If it's blurred out, that means you're good. Now we're going to get the letter C, which is this one, I believe. So we're going to take that one out, and we're going to use this one. We're going to enlarge that a bit. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to keep going. In my preschool classroom, there is a lot of stuff that goes into making sure we have things that we need, being creative, being, innovative with materials we already have. It so becoming, coming up with different things to help us figure out how to teach these kids in different ways is such a good thing. And I'm very excited that I am able to craft these things, because there's sometimes you see things and you're like, that would be so cool to have. But then nobody's made it, or nobody has it. Like, you can't find it in the store. So we pretty much gear our stuff off of what we like, or not what we like, what we want to see in our classroom, and then we kind of build upon there. So I'm that type of person. If I see something cute and I feel like I have the time to do it, I'm like, ooh, I can make that. Sometimes I kind of sign myself up for way too much, but I still come through with certain things. So it evens itself out. All right, so I'm going to just keep plugging along. I don't know if I should add any embellishments to the paper. Should I make it bolder? Maybe I should make it white. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone because I don't want to do too much. We're just making the letters here. All right, and then again, double tap. Now we're going to look for E. So we're going to get the E. There we go. And mind you, I did not change the color of the letters. That is okay. I can go back and change it. Well, let's do it now. We're going to keep that color. Let's see. Let's make this. There we go. We're going to change that. Maybe that should be a different color. Let's make that yellow. There we go. Alright. Now we fix the colors. And if you see repeated colors, don't worry. It's okay. Alright, let's duplicate. Oh, that piece is right there. Okay. We're just going to keep moving. So if you're new here in the channel, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I will be trying to set up my Teacher Pay Teacher website or web page. That way, materials that are made, I can, share with other people for their classroom. So that is my primary goal. I just have not signed up for Teacher Pay Teacher or Etsy or anything like that. So, but I am going to look into it, and I'm going to make sure we get something going good. All right. We got our F. And we're going to change the color to this. Let's see all colors. There we go. I feel like I should keep the pastel look. The pastel look is kind of cute. I might change it later. This is just a rough draft. I honestly might change it later in the sense of the colors. But for now, we're just going to leave it and keep going. If you do not use Canva, what other platforms do people use that are helpful or beneficial to creators? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I have the right letters. I am just confirming. What do we got here? Let's use this one. It looks to be. There we go. Now we're going to duplicate. I feel like changing the colors is the part that takes a lot of time too. So I'm going to, yeah, I'll just go back and fix it later. Duplicate. Uh-oh. I didn't need that many. So we're going to delete that one. Okay. Now we're going to make this H. H. I do know what H looks like. I think it's that one, but I want it in the color. So we're going to go H. There we go. Oh, not me spelling things wrong. There we go. And then we're just going to enlarge this a bit. Something quick, something simple, something very, very easy. Some people will add more designs to it to kind of mix it up. For me, because it's going on the wall, I don't want to do too much where it'll be all over the place, but we're going to leave it. You know, as I was doing this, I just realized what I was supposed to be doing, what else I was supposed to be doing on here. So these were supposed to be with like environmental print as well. So yeah, I'm gonna really have to go back and redo these. But I'm gonna leave this version the way it is, and then I'm gonna do another one later. But the environmental print, if you're not sure what that is, or if you haven't been um, introduced to that, it's pretty much things that kids might see around their neighborhood or community, like grocery stores. So we would use Walmart for W or McDonald's for M, something like that. So having environmental print, kids can associate with things they see around their community. So for now, I will fix this, but we're going to leave this the way it is for the video. So we have our age. Now we got our eye. That looks like a 1. That doesn't even look like an eye. Let's change the color. Let's do orange. Again, I feel like it would be super, super cute to add embellishments, but I don't want to do too much because if you put too much on one thing, it's not going to look right. And then you're just not going to be happy, with what you're doing. So here we go. We got our eye. Oh, this one is cool. There we go. Because then it lets the kids know to turn your finger. Turn your hand, turn your finger. So yes, if I get my Teacher Pay Teacher up and running prior to school starting, well, for us, we start in a few weeks, but I know other schools have started, but I will be sure to let everybody know when I get that up and running. If you know, financially, I just haven't made that move yet. But I feel like it is time to shine, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to look into it and set up my storefront. So I would love to share everything I create with people like me who's working in a classroom or preschool, daycare, anywhere. I want to be able to share these things with you guys because sometimes people don't have time to make this stuff, and this is the easy resource for a lot of people. So, reasons why I would love to open up my storefront on Teacher Pay Teacher or any other site that might be beneficial for people to obtain and get a hold of really quick. So, sorry, I keep saying so. I need to cut it out. But, anyways, I'm going to keep going. And so, if I was doing the environmental print with these ones, then of course we would have to have all the labels that we needed. I would recommend downloading the images you want to use because in Canva you're not going to find the W for Walmart, probably. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, see, you're not going to find the logo of Walmart. So, we're not going to do that. But if you do that, then download the images you actually want to use and then upload it into your Canva. If you have no idea how to do that, I can walk you through that as well. But yeah, it's super easy, super cool to do, super quick. Yeah. All right. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Let's keep going. H-I. I'm going to end up losing the letters in a second. J. Oh, we might have to change the font because I didn't think it'll look like that. Let's see. We can change the font and it's going to give us the option to change all. So it'll change everything and I won't have to move it. Or I won't have to go back up and change it all. So we're going to do this one. Let's see. And now the J looks a little too small, but now I would have to go back and fix them. But that's okay. That is okay. So now since I already clicked off of it, we're going to have to go back to it. And then hopefully we can get it to change all of the images. So let me see. We're just going to switch it real quick. Oh, that's not a bad one. I don't know why it seems so small though. Oops, I keep doing that. Alright. So now we have the J, but I needed to change everything. So let's go back to this one. Let me see. Let's do bold. Uh-oh, now it's not going to do it. Oh, man. Okay, before you click off when you're changing your font, just make sure to say, change all. Because now it's not letting me do it. Which is going to make me sad. But it's okay. Let's see. It's okay. We're going to put it back. Okay, I will fix it later. For the meantime, let's just go in it. Let's just fix it. Oh, we don't want that. So now we need J. Oh, wait. Is I... Is I and J the same? Oh, this one's J. Okay, I doesn't move. Okay, so we're going to take that off. We have J on there, so we're going to leave that where it's at. Now we need to fix the I. Let's see. There we go. Noted, noted. The I doesn't move. Let's make sure we have the right stuff. Okay. Now we're just going to duplicate. Okay. Take that out. There we go. We have our K. These are actually super, super cute. And again, I can go back and change all the colors. But for the video, I'm just going to breeze through it. That way, I'm not boring you guys with changing all the colors. So, I'm going to put all the colors in, or not all the colors. I'm going to put all the images in, and then I will be right back. I do realize that the letters are going backwards, but I just went in the order that where I last was at. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.